Senator Ron Johnson was on with Benny Johnson earlier today, and I don't know that it's going to be picked up by mainstream media, but he kind of disclosed what I think would be a pretty big deal within the federal government, which is that the feds are they have been caught now destroying a whole bunch of files that we have been wanting to get to the bottom of for a very, very long time. Here's that.
We have thousands of recordings versus one Zapruder film. It's not just the senator that has a record of email communications, for example. So, I mean, the Dr. Morin's email, we didn't get that from the agencies. We got that from a university that email was sent to. So there's a lot of people, we gather information from all kinds of different sources, and we cross-reference, when we're asking for certain communications. If we get it from one party outside the government and we don't get it from people within the government, that's how we have evidence that they're either covering something up or they've already tried to destroy evidence. But again, in today's electronic world, it's hard to destroy, particularly electronic evidence.
But they're still doing it. But you were able to find cases of them doing it.
Yeah, well, again, my guess is they are. And again, the fact that there's nothing responsive to our subpoena with Tom Shimabukuro indicates that, yes, he absolutely destroyed evidence that we had sent letters, preservation of record letters to repeatedly to the agencies not to destroy this evidence.
So it's Epstein files, 9/11 files, COVID records, the JFK assassination, and you have got, listen, that's not a bridge too far for me. We talk about this all the time, especially with, it was something that I will admit that I never really considered. I never considered the type of problems that you could have by having an election in November and not turning over the administration until January.
Immediately, yeah.
What? I understand that they're maybe not literally immediately, maybe not that hour, right? I get it. But why would you give that administration that much time to cover up their tracks, to delete evidence, to destroy documents? I realize it's a little bit harder to do these days, as he mentioned, but are we going through all of these lengths to make sure that we are finding out the bottom of not just COVID, 9/11 we should have found out a very long time ago, the Epstein files, JFK, you have RFK, you have who the hell the assassination attempts, you've got Ryan Routh and Thomas Crooks. We don't know very many things about these people. So it's to know that this type of thing is happening within the federal government, where is Pam Bondi? Where's Pam Bondi on this?
It's happening as we speak. It's not just that it happened in those, in the 2 months, and
right. It's still happening.
And it is wild. Why can he not take office the next day? There's no reason. They turned the White House in 6.5 hours. Is it? They move someone out and move in painting and art on the wall. No. Take office the next day. When do you see a CEO get fired and they go, you know what, you had 60 days to clear up your tracks and cook the books, and then the next CEO will come in? It's ridiculous, but it's happening today.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Today.
We still have not replaced all
This is
these
back to
deep
your
staters.
earlier comment of this whole kumbaya, it's all good now and everybody is on brand. No, they're not. No. They're not on brand. There's factions inside that is absolutely against the American people still today in law enforcement. And I've said this from the beginning. The Epstein material's gone. The stuff the American people want, where you can actually take it to court and prosecute the buyers of the children. Not just give me the names on the list. A name on the list is, you can't prosecute a name on a list. Well, he was on the airplane. Does nothing. The real meat and potatoes that's needed. They've had 4 years to destroy this stuff before Trump got elected. And then after he gets elected, he pardoned half his family the week before Trump takes office, for crying out loud. There's such crazy things going on. I don't know where Pam is.
I know. She's on Fox News. That's where she is. She's doing hits with Sean Hannity. I know our friend Jesse Kelly, who, by the way, check out his show tonight. I am on it along with my wonderful colleague, Liz Wheeler. I guess they decided to do a Blaze a Blaze special on Jesse
power
Kelly's
duo.
on Jesse Kelly's show. But it's what I was saying to him as well. But it's so frustrating when you look at, again, to Jaco's point, we don't have very much time. And we've got an administration who, I don't fault President Trump for this because it's impossible to get rid of all of these people overnight. However, we need to be blowing and going. Like, if you're not loyal to the cause and the agenda, you got to go. Yeah, it's not personal. It's just business.
Yeah, I think what people don't truly understand is that if you were, look, Benjamin Franklin said, didn't it? I've given you a constitutional republic if you can keep it.
Yeah.
America was only ever going to be taken down from the inside. And I think people can't comprehend this. I see this in the UK, right? In the UK, they're importing hundreds of thousands of fighting age males. And the way that the majority of the people in Britain look is they go, oh, okay, they're migrants. You might not like it, but they're migrants. It doesn't matter. What they don't understand is just because you stop making war with them doesn't mean that they've stopped making war with you. Mm. If America's going to get taken down, and we have enemies all over the planet, if America's going to get taken down, it's never going to be taken down militarily. You know that we know this. It's by far the strongest military on the planet. Can't touch it. But if you want to take it down from the inside, that's the way it's done. And until we get into this mentality that there are people that are actively trying to destroy the United States of America, I know it's very difficult for us to comprehend, but what these people are doing is trying to take down the United States of America as it stands, or as it has done for however many years since its founding. They want to destroy it. They want to, Barack Obama said, right, I want to fundamentally change the United States of America. He's done a good job, right? The only way, and I believe this is why Elon's doing what he's doing, this is why Trump is doing what he's doing, the only way to do this is to massively shrink the government. Like, massively shrink the government. So what you're seeing is every single, to our point about the judges stopping this from happening, the federal judges stopping this thing from happening. No, you can't fire those people. Can you imagine working in a job where you can't get fired for doing something wrong or doing something bad? Well, here's the reality of it. You heard about the subpoena, right? Has anyone ever been punished for not following a subpoena?
Yes, Steve Bannon.
That's all you need to know, right? One guy, right? Nobody, there's never anyone being held accountable from the left, ever. And they know it. So all they're doing, to your point, is they're waiting it out. They're waiting it out.
Mm-hmm. So look.
Last word.
Doge goes and collects $230 million here. Cut $2 billion from Harvard. Cut. Corruption. Thank you for cutting the funding. Who's investigating the corruption? Who's prosecuting the ones who were corrupt? Nobody.
Yeah.
Thank you for cutting the funding. Thank you for not funding Planned Parenthood and who knows what else. But there was corruption, right? So who's going after those who were corrupt? They're still sitting in government.
Yep. You're right.
They've got to go.
And they've got to go. Well, they've got to go, and they need to be made an example of, because otherwise, to your point, it will just continue happening. I mean, their prison time needs to be served for all of these crimes, actual criminals. These are the actual criminals. As much as they wanted 91 indictments, 34 felony counts against Donald Trump, these were the actual criminals the entire time. And there needs to be some sort of vindication and retribution for that. I don't care if that sounds harsh. It's just the truth. If you like this clip and you want to see the full episode, click here. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, come on, you know you do. Click here.